social media is not the criminal, but it can be a solution. It can be a solution to the very polarization in societies. To tell the truth, I don't believe that media plays that important role in the polarization of societies. In the case of Turkey, to tell the truth, it's one of the oldest questions or problems of philosophy, that is, from Heraclitus to early modern day mathematicians. Can something come into existence out of nothing? Now, we are certainly, when we look at Turkey, we are seeing a highly polarized society, but to tell the truth, it is not a new phenomenon. It's been going on for decades, and according to some scholars, it's been going on for centuries now. So media plays some part in it, just like the printing press did play a part in how it changed it all the course of the history. Media now plays a part in it, traditional media and social media, but it's not very different from what people have witnessed like 500 years ago or whatnot. We're talking about how social media plays in the polarization of societies, but we didn't really cover how it does that. Now, there are certain studies that I looked over, not in Turkey, because in Turkey, ever since the coup attempt in the July 15 of 2016, there had been 8,000 academicians were lost their jobs, and some were put in jail. So I don't want to criticize universities in Turkey, but what happens is when we look at data from the United States, we see that it's actually, there's a recent study by the Stanford and Brown University scholars saying that it was actually older generations are more polarized in any given society. They were talking about American society, but it applies anywhere else, I guess. And when it comes to key topics, the very topics that people are most polarized about was gay rights, gay marriage, and abortion. So all these topics that have been polarizing the society for many decades. So it's nothing new. Social media is not the criminal, but it can be a solution. It can be a solution to the very polarization in societies if we accept that it is not the devil itself, if that even though we see the visual representation of polarization on the social media, it is perhaps what's happening in our societies as well, because polarization happens anytime when we do something, when we go out with friends. It's happening. We are going with so-called echo chambers and filter bubbles. That's happening in real life too. So why would we blame when it happens on the social?